All right, in today's video, we're going to be looking at the sweeper with a wrap. Just like that. And you've probably seen my quickie wrap video, and this is just an extension on it. So let's dive in. All right, so essentially here, what we have is a sweeper. Now, it was very hard. It's hard to, when the camera does that, they love doing angle changes, and it's really bad for analysis. Great for broadcasting, but middle. This is the camera side middle here, so the other middle is this player. And we have a sweeper that's going to come around and attack Mr. Knee strapping here. So as a dumper, you will split outside the other middle, straighten up. That way you are going through this hole. The dummy half becomes the hole through the middles if they want to go through that, or anyway, whatever. There's a lot of lines, but let's go through what happens here. Sorry, I've mixed that up. Your hole is here. It's just the angle. That's why I don't like close-up angles. Dummy halves would normally be here, allowing the step back for the sweeper to go in there. So apologies if you just got confused then. I confused myself, but you know what? It's one take. We're going to keep going because that's not important. What happens here? Okay, now it looks like the sweeper is just any other sweeper, and he's going to attack this offside player here as he's pulling corner. So what now? This back middle gets nice and tight, especially when you've got someone like this sweeping who has one of the better sort of twist dives in the game. You want to make sure as a defender that they're not going to just dive in between the middles at your feet. Okay, so as you pull a big corner though, in order for this guy to keep that sort of gate shut, he has to move over as well. So as a unit, they've got to keep moving over together. So you can see now as he's pulling corner, this player here, the back middle shape is I'm running with him to keep that gap shut. In the meantime, the dummy half that was here has wrapped around, and all that's going to do is create a bigger illusion now that the play is just shifting that way hard. All right, but so now that you've got the defending team moving fast in one direction, you can now step off your right foot and completely counter that momentum. Now you can see here his foot's planted because he's just come to a stop. He was accelerating at 100%, and once you hit 100% acceleration, you can't just stop and go the other way immediately. Whereas the sweeper, he was running at a straight line, and all he has to do is a 90-degree turn, which is a lot easier than the old 180-degree spin. So he's able to get in, beat this back middle, and now it's just a 3-on-2. So it's actually quite an easy, option to pick then. But when thinking about running this play, you actually have to identify that these middles are super tight. So you might try the first sweeper where you do dive in between the middles. And okay, that didn't work. The back middle got it. Let's try the sweeper with the wrap. Or whatever you call it. It looks like the exact same outcome from the previous video with the open side quickie version and the wrap as well, which in my head up until recently I never thought would be good. If you want to know why, watch the other video. But yeah, I couldn't wrap my head around it until very recently, seeing it done by good teams against good defensive teams. And as far as I know, Ireland made the quarterfinals at this World Cup, so they're not exactly bad defenders. It's just New Zealand are very good in attack. But yeah, that's the quickie wrap. We'll look at the broadcast replay on it, which they do show, and that might do it for us. We go into more detail on the wrap with the quickie wrap video as well. So if you want to see more, go visit that one. But that's it at a different angle. That's probably a good one to just show actually how much the back middle actually has to chase in. There's the wrap, and you can see actually, look, they've leant forward. Their center of gravity is not over their hips, which makes it even more difficult to turn around. You can see the number 10, he's already changed his angle. This guy has to stop and spin, and that's just impossible to do when your whole momentum is going one way. You're just asking for an injury. Not bad reaction by Ireland, the outside guys to just shut in and force the quick hands. But yeah, it's a nice little play. I might steal it. I might start utilising it in teams. Maybe. Don't know. There's just so many plays out there. We can't fit them all in. But yeah, let me know what you think of this play. If it's got a name, let me know in the comments. Feel free to subscribe. Watch it again. The more you watch, the better it is for the channel. It's just how it is. But we'll see you next time. See you later.